The next big thing in portable water filtration and softening is here. Come along with us and I'll tell you all about it. And there's some special discounts too. So yeah, it's been about 2 years since this prototype unit actually of what became the R2 model Blu water filtration system hit our bench and we started testing. Now Corbin and his team of engineers in Kalamazoo, Michigan from Blu Technology have been hard at work. They've been taking our feedback and information that we've been giving about these systems for years, and they just continually keep improving the systems. So we wanted to tell you a little bit more about them. Now before we get started, if you're watching this video right when it came out, we have a prime sales event going on right now which gets you 10% off all of our water systems. So make sure you check that out. Now if you missed the sale, I highly recommend you check out our memberships at membership.mobilemusthave.com, which gets you discounts on everything in the store every day of the year, and that's a good way to save on stuff like this. So why do I like these systems so much? Well, first and foremost, I like that they're small and that they're portable. I also like that they're made of 304 grade stainless steel, which is safe for drinking water use. There's a lot of weird metals out there, a lot of weird plastics out there, and the fact that Corbin and his team have gone with stainless steel just shows how much they're committed to quality. When I talk about size, this is a good example. So this is their water softening system. My previous water softener was not only thicker in diameter, but about that tall. And it doesn't sound like that should make a huge difference, but at least for me in my Integra Coach, it meant that I couldn't slide in and out my slide trays underneath without completely removing all the water and tipping it on its side. With this unit, at least on this bus, I can actually slide my trays in and out because of how much shorter it is. And it doesn't really stop there with the softener, although that is awesome that it's so small. If you look at the filters themselves, and you look at some competitors that do 3-stage water filter systems, they clock in at around 28 to 30 pounds. And this guy, this is the MR3, is less than half that, like 13, 14 pounds. It's so much lighter. And just in terms of everyday use, smaller, in my opinion, is better, as long as you're not sacrificing flow rate or filtration. And with these systems, you're not. Before I get into filters and stuff like that, because that's obviously really important, I want to talk about the Quick Connect system here that you see here. Now, every single Blu Tech system uses these Quick Connects, and they are not like any Quick Connect you've ever seen on the market. I have not had a single Quick Connect failure in my 2+ years in terms of any leaks whatsoever, and I can't say that about any Quick Connect I've ever used, especially ones that are like those big box stores made out of plastic, or even certain ones that are made out of metal that you see on Amazon that say that they're for pressure washer systems. I've ordered them, I've checked, they're not the same. These are patented from Blu Tech. They are absolutely bulletproof. You can just tell in picking them up, they are made to last forever. My team makes fun of me at trade shows for how much I talk about the quick releases, but living on the road, it's just a game changer and a time saver, and I love them so much. The fact that they've got a male and a female end means that you can't hook them up backwards, and all of the accessories come with the Quick Connects. So if I'm hooking up, say for example this is one of those sprayers that they have, boom, I'm good to go, and I'm off to the races. The splitters use them, the pressure regulators, the pressure valves, all use them, which is really just awesome. All of the filters, accessories, and softeners come with those Quick Connects, but they also include additional sets when you pick up a kit so that you can add them to your drinking water hoses that you already have. If you're interested in going full stainless steel, you can check out the stainless steel hoses that are available as well with the Quick Connects pre-installed. I love these hoses. They pack up super, super small, and they're just really easy to store while also maintaining great flow rates and just being a great all-around hose. So let's talk about water filtration. Right here I've got an MR3 system, which is a 3-stage water filtration system. At the beginning here, and it's pretty cool that they're all color-coded, this was something that we requested and they delivered just to help folks. We've actually color-coded stickers on the front of these systems now, and they correspond with the filter, so you can't really mix anything up if you kind of get confused and you're not sure what order they're in. But starting here, this is essentially a sediment filter. This is going to get rid of sand and everything big, and they call it the longevity filter because it's going to extend the life of your additional filters. We start there, we get out all the big stuff, and we sort of pre-filter the system. Then we move on to our 0.2 micron filter. 0.2 microns is very small. It's filtering out viruses, bacteria, volatile organic compounds, all that scary, dangerous stuff that can be inside of your water. 0.2 microns is the latest technology, and it's doing an absolutely amazing job at filtering the really, really tiny stuff. To give you an idea, 0.2, well, if you went to a big box store and you see those like inline filtration systems, those are typically 20 or 30 microns. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say 20. This is 100 times the filtration in terms of the amount of how much smaller it is and how much more it's going to catch. It's a big, big difference. Next, we have our Tasty filter. This is an activated carbon filter that's going to help with things like chlorine, hydrogen sulfides, that like rotten egg smell, things like that. This is going to help improve the taste of your water. So these filters are small, but are they mighty? Probably the number one question we get is, how often do I have to change these filters? So that's obviously going to highly depend on how much you're using the system and what kind of quality water you have at your disposal at each location. But a general good rule of thumb is if you're a really heavy water user, you're going to change these out about every 3 months. And if you're kind of a more typical full-time user, you're going to change them out every 6 months. If you're a seasonal camper, you're going to change them out once a season. Now that we know these filters last a long time, what about flow rate? Well, these guys are rated for 3+ gallons per minute, so that's really more than your RV can handle. Your typical shower is in the 1 to 2 territory, and I've had absolutely no problems with pressure, even with that 0.2 micron filtration. They figured out how to get high flow rate along with exceptional filtration into a compact housing. That's the secret sauce of Blu. Let's talk form factors for a second. So these are fixed installation options. These are designed to be installed inside of your water bay. You've got those in single and triple filtration models, and word on the street is there's a dual model coming as well if you want dual filtration. Just gives you a little bit more of a portable space and a really nice high gloss stainless look here. Great for if you've got a space where you want to install this inside of the vehicle. Then you've got your portable systems. This is the MRX, and that is going to be in a triple form factor. There's new models coming out all the time, so you can check it out. But essentially, these are designed as portable systems to be outside of the vehicle. You can mount them inside. There's actually screw holes back here to mount it inside if you kind of bought this and then decided you want to do a fixed mount installation. But typically, these are a little better for fixed mount just because you have easier access to the filters for changing them than you do with something like this that has a foot designed to sit out on the ground. Next, you've got some 3D printed models, and there's various models. You might see the RX series, and what a lot of those mean is that they actually have a pump installed in the middle and possibly even a battery. Now these are for off-grid filtration use cases. So if you're staying in campgrounds and you're plugging into pressurized water systems where you turn on the tap and the water comes out, you don't necessarily need to worry about these. If you're going way off grid and you want to pull water out of a stream or a lake or something that's not brackish, you can't pull salt water through these, then the off-grid systems are for you, and they oftentimes will come in a 3D printed form factor while we're releasing new features and trying out new things on the line. Once we kind of understand what the market is looking for, and they've kind of figured out that there's a more mass production value, you'll see things like the ARX, which has just come out, which is an off-grid filter system in a metal housing. So it's really just a form factor preference. I can tell you the 3D printed or the metal are great. I have them both. It really just depends on making sure you get the right features for your application. So you've filtered through all this water. What the heck is this thing and why do you need it? Well, this is a water softener, and water filters cannot soften water. It's a different technology. This is really working kind of on the pH level of your water. But let's talk about hard water. It's been around forever, and a lot of folks know what it is because they experience it in their day-to-day life at home and on the road. If you wash your dishes and you see all these white spots on it, and you got the soap off, that's typically hard water. And what you're dealing with there is calcium and magnesium mostly that's dissolved kind of at the ionic level into the water, creating a hard water situation. Water softeners use sodium ions, and they exchange the ions with the magnesium and the calcium, and they make the water softer. That's how the technology works. Blu didn't come up with this technology. You're not, trying something experimental. This is what's in water softeners in your homes, and it's been around. This technology has been around for a very long time. What Blu has done is they've made it into an exceptionally attractive and high performance form factor here in this portable stainless steel system that works great with the quick connect systems. So what you get here is exceptional filtration, and then you can plug right into softening, and now you've filtered and softened your water for the ideal perfect water solution. Last, let's talk about accessories. Just look at that. That is the nicest looking stainless steel pressure regulator I've ever seen, and it's branded Blu. They're really proud of this guy. It works exceptionally well to protect your system from overpressure events. You've also got a gauge here, pressure gauge. You can put this in line anywhere, so you can test the different pressure between, you know, pre-filter, after filter, to make sure that you're not losing any pressure. Nice little thing there. And beautiful splitters here that go, this is what I put right on the spigot. This is a two-way splitter. They've also just come out with a really cool looking three-way that we'll make sure to put on the site as well, 2 or 3. And then the sprayer is awesome. Blu has been listening to us for quite a while on these accessories, so we've got some cool stuff, maybe right angles and a few other things coming out soon. But the point being that they're standing behind this for customers and making sure that as your system grows, your accessories can grow with you, and you'll always be covered and protected on the road. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and listening to me talk about our Blu Tech water filtration systems. Again, I've had these myself personally tested for 2+ years. I love these systems, and I love that they're made in America. If you're watching this video, again, right around the release of the video, we have our Prime sales event going on right now at mobilemusthave.com. That gets you 10% off any of our systems or accessories, so make sure to come check that out. It's only for a few days. If you missed that sale, again, you can check out our memberships at membership.mobilemusthave.com. Join the membership. You get sales 365 days of the year. And for members, if you are watching this during our Prime event, you get that extra set of filters if you pick up one of the bundles. So you'll have 2 sets, giving you pretty much everything you need for an entire year of full-time use right out of the gates. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the road.